Exercise 26 is a short exercise, but it combines working with both HTML form elements and a JavaScript object. JavaScript objects, as I've said before, are exceedingly useful. Here, you see how we can bundle up all of the form elements and their values into a single object. This is the first exercise that you'll see the use of the console.log function. In many ways, console.log is one of the most used functions in JavaScript because it provides us a simple, powerful way to debug our code when bugs occur, and they certainly do occur for developers at all levels of experience. One of the best things to do is to read the error information displayed in the console. So let's induce an error so that you can see an example of debugging. So I'll come in here and do a simple variable assignment to my error and put a string there. And then when we run the code, well, look at this. We got a problem. In our console, that little red X indicates there's a problem. So if we click on that, it doesn't look very helpful to the untrained eye, but it actually offers some useful information. First, it tells us there's a syntax error. Syntax errors are typically typos in the code, so that narrows down the type of error we should be looking for. And then it tells us the file it's in, index.js, and it even tells us both the line number, line 11, and how many characters in that line number the error occurs, 15. So if you count 15 characters in, including spaces, you'll see the error occurs somewhere in my hello there text. Do you see the problem? I started with a double space and I ended with a single space. So, yep, it was a typo. Easy to fix. Run the code again, no more error. Now for a different kind of problem. In the index.html file, I'm going to add another JavaScript file. Now, to date, this is something that we haven't really had to worry about because I've done this for you. But the one way of connecting JavaScript to HTML is through this script tag. And you provide the source. This is sort of like an href and an a tag. And so we'll say utils.js. And now we have access to the utils. So if we look at utils, we see that it has days and month, and it has all the months and the number of days they have. So over here, I can make use of that days and month. So I'll use that to calculate the number of days in, say, the first quarter of the year. So I'll say something like let days in first quarter equal days in month dot January. See, we have the object name dot property name plus days in month dot February plus days in month dot March. And that should do it. And now I can just do an alert, days in first quarter. And when I do that, whoa, that was definitely not what I wanted to see. So if we Google search for this little NaN here, apparently it stands for not a number. So maybe there's a problem with the third-party days and months variable I'm using. But let's say I don't have access to that code. That's okay. I can use console.log to check. So I could output the entire thing. I could say console.log days in month, run the code, look at it, and see if I notice anything wrong. I don't know. Do you notice anything wrong with that code? Oh no, a misspelling of February. So, whoever wrote the code misspelled that month. Now, so when I tried to access it with the correct spelling, it correctly returned undefined since there is no object property named February. And when you try to add numbers and one of these numbers isn't actually a number, like February isn't, JavaScript returns NaN. Now, again, in our hypothetical scenario, we can't get to the original code to change it, so what can we do? Well, We can add an object like this. We could say days in month.February equals 28. Run the code again. And so we still have this February, but we also have February. Yep, console.log is a very helpful tool for when things don't go right, as they often don't. So with that little discursion aside, go ahead and complete the exercise and meet me in exercise 27.